All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and
It didn't
barely
sound like
anyone
it.
comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly?
None
They
yet.
recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you
Maybe
down.
a little bit of
It's
murder.
unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Rania said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her.
Neat.
I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Kokolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first.
So she's been
Most
doing
people
this
in
for a
frenzy
while
don't
then.
Stop to ponder the details.
So you know well?
You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable.
How old are you?
Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian.
Because you look like you're like,
These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this
I'll give you
workshop and
18 to be generous,
playing
but
music. It's a pretty
you don't seem that
carefree
much older than
existence.
that.
If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long lost
She's in her
Rania
late
told you to
20s,
come
early
here,
30s.
you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people.
Well,
And I've
yeah,
got good
you probably
intuition,
shouldn't
by the way.
really go with your intuition then. May as well tell you the long and the short of it from the start to finish. Sure.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Probably not true.
Try not to embellish the facts.
I figured Coca-Cola was, given that she has a daughter that's, like, also 18-ish.
So that's what's been happening.
Though she's
I wonder we
adopted, so I
hadn't
guess she
heard
could
from
have got
Branya
one.
recently.
It sounds so wrong when you
After all
put it
these
that way.
years in
Yeah, she could have
isolation,
got a child
not a
that
single
was
word
somewhat
from
older.
below.
Got
This is
one.
what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Branya got you to find me. When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything.
I got one inside me. That change anything? Neverwinter Nights. I do want to go back and play that a little bit. Probably can only do one CRPG at a time, though.
Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned.
Or
Maybe I should
shanked
be
in an
thanking
alleyway.
Kokolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure.
How much do you know about the Stellaron?
I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself.
Hey, Ascorian, welcome. Probably butchered your
Before
name
I lost
again.
my position, I was applying for permission to
My
survey the
eyes are
Stellaron
feeling
directly.
weird. That's
It was
probably
my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue.
But what I meant by my comment, my eyes feel weird. They feel overly heavy, like I'm kind of tired, but I'm not tired, if that makes sense. I don't know what's going on there. I'm watching you through Octopath 2 series. I really liked Octopath 2. I hope it's a good series to watch. I just got mad at the Castle chapter as you did. Yeah, I get mad a little bit in that series. Actually, I try not to get too legitimately mad, but there's a couple of series where I do. So hopefully it's enjoyable. Do you know about Coca-Cola's end goal?
Coca-Cola. It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm, it was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation.
Oh, that would...
And the real Cocolia has...
That'd be kind of be dark. That'd be dark. Actually, that is super dark.
Compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions?
Compelled's different than being, like, completely taken over.
But this might make
You can say no to being
songwriting
compelled.
material.
Can we talk to your bro?
Japard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising. For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Branya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed.
Well, good thing he's in the party,
You
I
should choose
guess.
your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first.
Alright, do you know where the Stellaron is?
Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate
It's
it
an
as
area
soon
we
as
haven't
possible.
been to, I'm assuming.
Ideally before Cocolia takes action.
Fortunately for Cronus, it's quite enjoyable.
Can you tell
for
us the
to-
way?
It does seem that way sometimes.
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first.
Cool.
Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with.
Restricted
Yes.
zone?
That's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching Fragmentum.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
Oh, right. It's her new
Fear
dog.
we may
Never
not
mind.
have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well.
We're gonna kill him.
This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves.
You're gonna stab
How
him.
about I take you over myself?
Really? Great. Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
What does that mean, March?
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then.
I mean, that's
There's no
actually a
time to
valid
lose.
statement.
We
You
should
do
head out
not
as
get
soon
that
as
many
you're ready.
decades in life. Yeah, it's kind of funny how you can have story characters in your party to clear to the Savog fight. I didn't even know she was actually a character you get. But yeah, that's kind of hilarious. We're going this way? Alright.
Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today.
Wow, so this was a trap.
Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Japard! It's you!
Oh, yeah, way not to
I
act suspicious,
didn't think
lady.
you'd have
Jesus.
the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of
Oh,
monster
good, he's
attacks
dense.
has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale.
She is very
Did
white.
something happen?
I would know. I'm
N-
also
no.
very white.
Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally
You are
use my
super
full
white,
name.
actually, in this picture.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agreed. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it.
Well, it sucks
I
to
need
be
you Take a
them.
look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Wow, you gonna keep it from your sister?
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Palo will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klapoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious
Man,
individuals.
you're doing a horrible job on that one.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she all right?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klapoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd return.
We're not very good at
Nothing
hiding.
more.
Really, Sale?
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
Payla's the little
She really does
one
tell
that
you
I messed with
everything.
on the tour, right?
Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it.
Oh my
I
god.
think I left it over...
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
You're very bad
Seems
at
like
lying.
A strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not. How dare you? What do you take your sister for?
A criminal, apparently.
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Kokolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian.
Oh, well,
But
dog,
this
if
isn't
it's
a
a regular
joking matter.
occurrence.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
Other than you were in the
I
band?
will, if I have the time.
Thought she was like a tour guide guard.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Are we going?
activated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad.
Yeah, I didn't know he was an
Bronya's in
alcoholic.
danger. We have to go save her.
Attempting to storm Klapoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide
I
mission.
mean, you're not really giving us missions,
Rest
so...
assured, Cocolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Cocolia, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
Is Broski gonna go to the restricted zone?
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. If we're fast enough, we
Oh,
can
yeah.
stay out of his way.
I guess I should have asked the first one.
Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Cocolia will be out of options.
Alright, cool. There's like... Where do I go for that? Just out of town?
Is Bronya really safe?
No.
You care about her, huh? You must have become close friends.
Oh, roommates even.
Close is a bit much, but I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
I can believe that.
Done talking? Alright. What are stories?
Jacked up security, all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in?
I don't know.
Serval, we need one of those brainwaves.
I just noticed that there's a big banner that I didn't see at the start of the streaming that says introducing stories to Twitch. I don't know what a story is. Like, well, I know what a story is, but can post stories. The fuck does that mean? We tell a fucking story? Like IG stories? I don't know what that is. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter. I'm not doing it, probably.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
Instagram story. I have an Instagram. I don't use any social media anymore. Like, I post on the Twitter one barely now. Oh my god, by the way, bots have become horrifically, like, just a thing on Twitter. They were already a problem on Twitter. They are way more of a problem on Twitter. Jesus Christ. I think I had like 10 porn bots follow me today. Hi. Is that your bro right there?
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in.
Yeah, I went to post about the stream and I was like,
Serval!
it's like, oh, you got
Long time no
a bunch
see.
of new followers. And I clicked on it and it's like,
Wow,
oh,
if it isn't
they're all
Franz.
porn. I'm like, oh,
Long time no
cool.
see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
I did want to start using Instagram
My
way back
brother
in the
said
day to
restricted
post like
zone energy lines
clips.
were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent.
I posted like 3,
Doesn't
and
trust
then I
those
gave up,
contracted
and then
maintenance
shorts became a
workers.
thing on YouTube, so I
he
just
got
do
me
that
in
there
for
now.
free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
Yeah, I think on
Oh, please.
Instagram it's like
This
a
is
picture of
technology
Eeyore,
division issue.
3
Why would
video
they
game
want
clips,
this?
or 2 video game clips.
Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle
Oh yeah,
of the
AI
night,
Somnia
you're
File was
gonna be
another visual
responsible
novel
for
that I
all
played.
Frozen corpses.
I need to play the sequel to that.
No, that's not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Japard's sister, it should be fine.
He's gonna
Okay,
lose his job.
Here are some temporary passes. Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
No,
Wow.
Captain Japard hates all that under-the-table stuff.
Nepotism.
I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
You're gonna be playing P5 Tactica. Oh, that's not his bro at all. Tactica? The Persona 5 Tactics game. Probably not. I might do an hour of, because I still have Game Pass due to Liza P. And that's apparently on Game Pass, so I might do an hour of it. But I really don't have any plans to play it fully.
Looks good.
Still need to do Q at some point.
See? That was easy.
So many things.
You're Japard's
I need to finish my notes on
sister,
Suikoden.
I don't want people to see me that way. I'm doing this for you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using my brother's name.
Alright, sure. Fucking liar. This is a whole map. Yes? Oh my god, that's actually a pretty big map. That's a boss fight, clearly. Yeah.
Do you see that mechanical gear bridge?
Go to sleep, Metal. Have a good night's
Cross over to the other
sleep, Soph.
side. You arrive at Hell on Earth.
I should be streaming tomorrow. I'm on Hell on Earth. What is exactly Hell?
It's a place too cold to bear,
Too cold to hold?
covered in snow and
Too hot to
ice.
handle?
The guys doing the scientific research don't have time to worry about the surroundings. The restricted zone front line is on the other side of the gear bridge. It's an endless fragmentum with a few exhausted Silvermane guards and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will
In
need
the
to cross
cold?
that hell. Are you ready?
Stench of death in the air in the cold, huh? I feel like that would... Well, it's fine. Let's go.
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
Let's
Ultra hard
go
Liza
then.
P. To be
First,
fair,
we
some of
need
the
to
boss
think of a way
fights in
to get to the other
Liza P
side.
are
I helped set the
substantially
underlying
harder than
mechanism
everything
for
else
this
in that
type of gear
game.
bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination. Let's go find them.
Is Japard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
He's a Landau.
What the fuck does that mean? That means literally nothing. I said he's a fucking Boy Scout and still would have had the same meaning, which is absolutely nothing. Hello. Alright, let's see. Date. Ooh, interesting. I guess this one would be the way. Okay. Please follow me. Where are you going? Here? I do have that cool weapon in Liza P though that we just got. One that crits. That shit's pretty good. Neat. Forgot the camera did that. Ah, nice. Yo, I hope we get our new equilibrium by the end of the episode. Stream,
No.
not episode.
This terminal's offline. We can't control it from here.
So what's the plan?
Look for another. Every platform linked to the gear bridge should have a similar terminal.
I never would have guessed that Japard and you were brother and sister.
I can't say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests. In our family, we have a strong military tradition going back generations.
Neat.
Many a Landau has died in their prime.
Cool.
There's not a lot of brother and sister time. Everyone just does their best to get on with their life.
Sounds fun. Glad I'm not you guys.
Can't activate it. It seems like someone severed the energy supply to the terminals.
Someone's deliberately trying to create trouble.
Huh. You know, the more I think about it, the more it seems deliberate.
I just said that.
With the front line on high alert, they must have rotated the bridge to make it impassable. Then they cut off the energy supply to the terminals to avoid accidental repositioning. Or to prevent deserters from escaping.
Is that a common problem on a
That way,
world
even if the
frozen?
front line were to collapse, the Fragmentum monsters wouldn't be able to
Where
make
would
it to
they
the other
go?
side.
They cut off their only retreat.
Bronya was right. The Silvermane guards really are risking their lives to protect Belobog.
Just my conjecture, but I doubt it's far from the truth. My brother mentioned that they've had to use extreme measures to repel the Fragmentum monsters. Let's press on. We can't activate either of these terminals, so let's look for the energy supply installation itself.
Hi, Venus. I think it should make it to the area. It's not that far, but I don't know about when it unlocks story-wise. Yeah. I'm assuming it's probably not going to happen because we just unlocked the first equilibrium last time. And I can't even say equilibrium without slurring, so yeah. Please do not sit on that. You're not going to like me passing, are you? Oh, too bad. Oh wow, you actually didn't mind. I know we have passes, but still. I should probably go to that quest marker first. But... oh, there's a treasure down there. Okay, cool. Sure. Hello.
That's it! The thing's shaped like a giant iron ball.
Which one?
And it's behind a gate. What are the odds?
Its formal name is the Mechanism Energy
Mechanism.
Hub. It's connected to all the energy lines. I would have thought it covers the entire restricted zone.
No wonder it's so heavily guarded.
One unit for everything? That's a disaster waiting to happen. We learned the hard way.
I mean, you're not wrong.
As long as we can gain access permissions to the hub, we can operate the gear bridge terminals.
Won't this cause commotion? Won't the guards get suspicious?
That's why I told them we were here for urgent maintenance. The frontline equipment needs servicing just as much as the rest.
So that's why you went for maintenance. Way to go, Serval. I thought you just came up with it on the spot.
Come on, let's see if that guard over there will let us pass.
Hi. We're here to lie to you?
Yo, evening soldier.
Are you the emergency engineers? I saw you guys hanging around. Did you find the problem?
This guy sounds bored.
Not yet. Everything looks normal so far. I think the problem is stemming from the energy hub. If you let us in, we can do a routine service inspection. I've worked on various iterations of this type of installation.
No. No can do. No one gets near the energy hub without the security captain's encryption key.
Okay.
Not even the Supreme Guardian?
The Supreme Guardian? Hey, no games, you hear? No dice without the encryption key.
Ah, darn, this guy's not stupid.
Well, one of you is.
You need the encryption key, right? Which captain should I bother then?
Captain Dunn's resting up ahead. Go and find him. If he grants you permission, I won't stand in your way.
Done? Why didn't you say so? No problem, we'll be back in a bit.
Why, do you have this guy wrapped around your little finger? Probably.
You! Hold it right there.
I want the treasure, though.
This is a military base. Temporary workers aren't allowed in.
Bullshit. Because I'm assuming we're going to come back and beat the crap out of these guys later. Hey, telepad. Is that the commander? Or Captain Dunn? The Dun?
Hey, Dunn! It's been a while. I didn't know you made security captain.
Serval, it's been a long time. You're still so... You look good.
Allow me to introduce my assistants to you. They help me take care of business at the workshop. Everyone, this is Captain Dunn, an old friend of mine. He used to be an ace on
How do
the
they not
keys
know
of the
what we
band.
look like?
Oh, you play rock and roll too? Cool.
Pleased to meet you.
Greetings. Something smells weird.
Zachary, how many days has it been since you showered?
Ugh.
I showered right before my shift.
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment, all.
It's not a big deal, Dunn. You know, if you get a chance, would you want to get on stage with us again? My keyboard guy is pretty good, but I still miss our military days playing in the band.
That was a long time ago, Serval. I haven't touched a keyboard in ages. Besides, I'm stationed here all year round.
That's
I'm
gotta
afraid I
suck.
don't get many chances to return to the city. Though I don't stand on ceremony. How may I assist you? If everything's in order, you'd better head back to the city. It's not safe here.
I've checked the lines. There don't seem to be any major problems. All that's left is the energy hub. The guard over there said that I needed an encryption key to open the gate. Can you help me out?
Ooh. Don't be hesitant in front of your dream girl. God, we are just throwing this guy on the bus.
Could you be any less discreet?
No.
Anything wrong, Dunn?
Sorry, Serval, but can you tell me what Captain Japard told you?
Huh? Oh, let me think. Hey, sis, the energy supply lines in the restricted zone have malfunctioned. Those useless engineers can't find the problem.
Okay, so our cover's gonna be blown then.
Like that?
And may I ask, when did he contact you?
This morning? Yeah, that's right. He's on urban patrol duty today, right?
Oh.
That's why he popped round and asked the favor.
Aha. Captain Japard just returned to the front line. I could reconfirm with him?
Huh? Hold up, he's back? That can't be. He was still in the city a little while ago.
You haven't changed, Serval. You're still a lousy liar.
I know, right? She's pretty bad at
These
it.
people you've brought, they're not workshop assistants, right? Serval, it's not that I don't want to help you, but you should remember that I'm a Belobog Silvermane guard. How about this? You can leave, and I won't tell anyone about this incident. But the outsiders must remain.
Nope.
There goes the negotiation.
Looks like it's gonna end in a fight. Sorry for getting you involved in this. How about that one?
I brought you guys here, and I'm standing with you till the end. Dunn, this concerns the fate of Belobog. No, the fate of our whole world.
Which is Belobog, because there's not really much here.
Serval! We used to rehearse together every day, you must understand. My rock and roll soul is to uphold the dignity of a soldier.
Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna beat up this guy.
Is that all?
I mean, I kind of feel bad.
Name of Landau.
Japard's probably just very confused being here fighting his own soldiers, but you know, it is what it is.
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
Takes care of the trash, and then there's you. Sure. How are you gonna be weak to ice when you work in a frozen wasteland? That is just
That'll take nap.
shit luck, to be quite honest.
Stay close.
Ah, reinforcements.
Step back.
Counter? Didn't work.
Serval? Why?
I'm sorry, Dunn. Time for a little nap.
Well, if you don't die from internal
He's
bleeding.
just unconscious. Don't worry.
Threw a bomb in his face.
Stubborn fool. Strong, though. Wildfire lacks people like him.
Got it. The encryption key. Quick, before we attract attention, let's...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we attracted attention.
I think we attracted attention.
E.
That's the enemy attack alarm. Every Silvermane guard in the reserve zone just became our enemy.
Fine by me. If we work together, we can break through the ranks. My life was short, but it was my life was short, but it was a life filled with. Come on, let's take him out.
We've made it up till now. I could lose an arm and a leg for all I care.
I mean, that would be a
I
pretty
have
big
to lay
loss,
eyes
to
on
be
the
quite
Stellaron.
honest.
Quick, back to the energy supply hub. Anyone that tries to stop us is gonna find out a thing or two.
I mean, you could definitely.
If I'd known he had the encryption key from the start, I could have snuck in and taken it off him myself.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda, Sela. Activating the gear bridge alone would have been enough to expose us.
I mean, we were gonna get exposed anyways. Yeah. Everyone wouldn't want to lose an arm or a leg or both, but it's definitely things you can deal with. But still, it doesn't sound like a great time. There was 3 of you.
Let's make.
I don't know why that surprises me. We literally saw 3 of you standing there.
Happy New Year! Let's go. Yeah.
All right. Oh, he's got like a Gatling gun. That's pretty dope. Hey guys, guess where we're going? That's right. We're gonna go get that treasure you tried to stop us from getting earlier. Probably should have just gave me the treasure, because why the hell wouldn't you do that?
Rules are made to be broken.
All right.
Let's make.
Don't know why.
Not nap time.
This ends.
I literally just said there's gonna be multiple connected fights there, and I just forgot.
Let's go. Yeah.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Probably living. Another treasure. Assuming this doesn't work, right? Yeah. This is a story of a girl ride a river and drown the whole world. There we go. Oh, that was pretty big. It looked harder than it actually was. Hey, no spinning camera. Holy shit. Dude, you got a gun? We actually haven't fought. Oh my god, you got hit and you shot your rocket launcher thing. Oh, you're sport? That's interesting.
Happy New Year! Yeah.
Time for a shot.
I mean, I guess if Natasha uses a giant rocket launcher, so wouldn't you as support, right? So we haven't gone down that way. Sure, okay. So, they're on the ground already. That's a little weird.
Rules are made to be broken.
Oh, you're just taking a break? That's interesting choice to do. say the least.
Nap time.
Nice.
Forget your wallet? Let's go. Yeah.
Okay. That's right, I keep forgetting the fire kills them.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Yep, there you go.
We're in.
Oh, it's open! Oh, thank you, Dun!
As he's bleeding out.
Looks good.
Give me some time. Who designed this operating system? It's
Bill Gates?
so unintuitive. Emergency fire evacuation system? Not that. Rock and roll dance floor atmosphere mode? Who the heck added that? And they used one of my songs!
You?
Your bridge control terminal. Still found it. That's it. I've reset the energy system. Let's go and operate the gear bridge terminal.
Serval, won't more Silvermane guards be waiting for us on the other side of the gear bridge?
Yep.
Then what's our plan?
To kill them all.
Well, either we reason with them or charge straight through the blockade. Let's play it by ear.
Charging through the blockade. Okay. That means we can go in here, right?
Turn out your pockets.
I think I know why my eyes were feeling
Not
heavy,
enough.
because I'm starting to get a headache.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
What do you mean? Okay, well, that's rude. Yeah.
Careful. There's a big guy up ahead.
There's no other way.
Might have to call it early,
We'll have to
actually,
fight.
but we'll keep playing for a little bit longer.
If we can beat Svarog, we can beat this one.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Honestly, like a giant key light doesn't help. Alright,
In the name of
I'll
Landa,
put on this. Probably
a
should
will
just put it on
forged
as
in
soon as
ice.
we got here.
never falters.
Everyone's a customer.
I guess? Oh, you're like a merchant,
Your
right?
eyes. Happy New Year!
Rules are made to be broken.
Honestly, I probably could have just put it on auto
This
battle,
ends
because I
here.
feel like we are actually really strong. More so than they probably want. Even though they scale the enemies, I am maxed out, and I did just like enhance my equipment to as strong as I could.
Hope you're prepared.
I got a couple of plus 12 pieces of. I should probably show that off, right?
This is our chance.
I think I said that earlier too, and I totally forgot. Not that. Let's see. There we go. The relics. So yeah, I got a plus 12 here, and I also get a plus 8 here. Here, excuse me. Pretty good. Like damage, crit damage up, overall attack up. Got 2 plus 12 capes. This one does have crit damage on it. It's actually not that bad. Might give that to Violet. Yeah, probably should. This one's a little unique. This one had speed instead of HP, but
Energy restored. System online. Certification enabled. Come on, come on! 40%, 65%.
I hear a machine.
85%. We did it. We've gained access to the gear bridge. Let's move.
That seems like a very
Perfect.
dangerous bridge.
Okay, we need to get to the front line.
We could have a problem. Your brother may be there.
He probably is. Hopefully we don't bump into him.
You're gonna beat
but
him
if
up.
we do, we'll just have to try and talk to him.
With our fists.
Are you sure you can convince him?
I've probably got a 30% chance. Or less.
Better than nothing.
Meaning it could end in a fight.
Haven't you noticed yet? Most of our convincing ends in a fight.
He's right.
We need to be sure, Serval. If we can't reach a common understanding with your brother, will you stand with us?
Of course. My word is my bond. I said that I'd stand with you to the end, and I won't go back on that promise.
Before our next expedition, I need Himeko to teach me some negotiation skills. Beating people up all the time is cramping my elegance.
I haven't fought with Japard since he enlisted. He could never beat me when we were little, but now...
I mean, he's a tank, so he can take a few hits. Wait. Oh, you know what? That's a good point. I'm not going to be able to use it here. I should probably be using Firecracker's special attack.
It really is you.
Wait, Japard, listen to me.
When the sentry reported to me, I thought there must have been a misunderstanding. The enemy alarm had to be unrelated to your entry into the restricted zone. Perhaps the intruders had taken you hostage.
Not yet.
And yet. Step away from the intruders, Serval. Walk over slowly and stand behind me. You're different from them.
I'm sorry. We have an understanding. I stand with them. Give me a few minutes, just a few. I'll explain every...
Enough, Serval. Have you forgotten where we are? We Landaus ought to know this place better than anywhere. The outer reaches of the front line against the Fragmentum. Belobog's most strategic protective fortress. Every Silvermane guard here, every person here, is ready to sacrifice themselves. Ready to spill their blood for Belobog at a moment's notice. Yet here you are, leading fugitives into the restricted zone. Attacking my Silvermane comrades in arms.
They attacked
hijacking
first.
the energy hub. Are you really worthy of the Landau name?
Why do you think I've come here? We found a way to dispel the eternal freeze, to seal the Fragmentum. It might be the only lifeline this world has left.
If that were true, why wouldn't you report to Madame Cocolia? Why would you sneak into the restricted zone and create chaos?
You don't understand. The one preventing us from getting close to the truth is Cocolia herself.
You have all seen the Supreme Guardian in person. Do you think you can act as you please because she didn't recognize your version of events?
Listen to me, Japard. The origin and spread of the Fragmentum is linked to the Stellaron. The meteorite in the Architect's records, it's...
I know about the Stellaron. It's exactly what the fugitives behind you are seeking. But the Madam Guardian has already revealed the truth to me. These people have ulterior motives, Serval. They want to steal this treasure from the Architect.
I mean, it's not completely wrong.
The Madam Guardian has warned me before that you were indulging in fantasy. That you'd been exposed to forbidden knowledge. And that you would bring destruction down upon Belobog. I believe you, Serval. I believe you think you're acting with loyalty to the people. It's just... Guards, formation. Arrest these people. We could be inundated with Fragmentum monsters at any moment. We have no time to waste.
Well, I hope you put up a better fight than you did
The
before.
forbidden is only forbidden to conceal the truth within. Cocolia is afraid that we'll seize on this knowledge, that the truth will spread far and wide. To save the world, we must risk it all. I've said my piece. Whether you believe it or not is up to you. Regardless, you should know by now your sister's never been one to back down. If there's something or someone you can't abide, you should stand up and resist. And if there's something you uphold, you should uphold it to the very end.
What happened to brainwaves? Well said.
Save your explanation for the judge. You are charged with sabotaging the Silvermane Guard restricted zone. In my capacity as captain, I hereby order that these fugitives be arrested.
Nah, it doesn't really matter what you order.
This isn't like our childhood game, Serval. You won't get any leniency from me.
Dog, you barely put up a fight last
The barrier
time.
hasn't been fixed yet. Don't try and be a hero, Japard.
Didn't I tell you? All our negotiations end in combat.
Yeah. Oh my god, Japard! Stop hitting yourself!
Resistance is futile.
Ow.
What's wrong? Everyone's accustomed to wealth and wisdom.
Let's make it quick.
Sure. Ooh, Japard, you're not
Naughty
putting up a good fight, man.
Nap time.
You will know justice.
Oh my god. Really need to stop hitting yourself.
In the name of Landau, years of cold hardens the will.
Alright, Venus.
We shall never fall.
A little heads up about both the gate, point of no return. Oh yeah, they warn you about the point of no return stuff.
Is that all? On my command. Take courage.
Usually they warn you anyways. They have so far. They warned me just recently. Where'd that guy come from?
Let's go.
Come feast your eyes. It's never too early. For a happy new year.
A year. Huh?
Savor the vigor of life.
Happy New Year. Wait, what? I'm sorry.
In the name of preservation.
My brain's a little slow on the uptake today.
Wealth and wisdom.
Take this!
Ooh, that was a good crit.
Rules are made to be broken.
Oh, that was a little
You're in
better.
bad shape.
This ends.
Man, this self-hurt Japard is not something you want to do. Alright, batter's up.
Let's make it better.
This guy knows how to put up a fight. I've never come up against anyone this relentless.
Really?
He just won't go down.
No, he's lucky this cutscene's on his side.
He's as stubborn as I am. It could be an argument or a fight. He'll do both to the death. That's why he bugs the heck out of me. That's enough, Japard. Take a look around you. You're the last man standing.
Even if I am, I won't yield.
Kick him in the nuts! Brainwaves, anyone?
We don't want you to yield through force of arms. That wouldn't be a victory for us.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, our goal is the same as yours.
Oh, it'd absolutely be a victory. It's still a victory for me. I kicked his ass.
Want to preserve this world. There's
He's
no
lucky they're
reason
pulling a
to
Trails
protect
of on
each
us.
other.
Japard, brother, surely now you can see the need for pragmatism. Even if you don't believe my outsider friends, you should believe me. Maybe I've wasted your trust. In which case, believe Bronya.
Lady Bronya.
Did you not get the letter?
There's nothing more to say, Japard. The decision is yours.
And I will put a bat
As
upside
captain of the Silver
like the
Mane
side of your
Guard,
head.
I am duty-bound to carry out the orders of the Supreme Guardian.
Hit him. We could decide for you. Fine, I still got fight in me.
But Lady Bronya is the commanding officer for the front lines. According to military protocol, if the frontline directives of the commanding officer clash with those of the architects behind the lines, a soldier must remain at their post and await further directives.
Is this a brainwave? This feels like a brainwave. He's like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
The Guardian's orders are paramount and absolute. But there is something of equal importance in the oath we take.
The people of Belobog.
If we lose the people, we lose the reason for our existence. Our fight with the Fragmentum monsters is for the sake of preservation. But our fight with you, I fail to see the purpose. If you are truly able to prevent our endlessly unfolding misfortunes, then the people of Belobog are indebted to you. But if you are using lies to mask your true intentions, using my sister and Bronya for your own ends, I swear by Klepoth that I will carry out your punishment without an ounce of
Still
mercy.
wouldn't amount to anything, but okay.
They're not lying. I promise you.
You must be Zila. You are a skilled fighter.
Oh, from the letter?
Your combat style is nothing like that of the guards.
Regardless
Right,
of what you believe, these guys have been a great help to the underworld. Many people would vouch for them.
You need to pull.
I'm sure. If you want to advance further northward, you must traverse an area entirely corroded by the Fragmentum. It's the only way to get to the snow plains on the other side. The guards can give you some time before the next wave of attacks is upon us.
What, the cards I just killed? Very unlikely. Okay. I'm gonna go this way because it's open. And then I think we're gonna try to pull
Looks good.
the artist formerly known as Sail. Speaking of which, what are you guys doing?
I gotta admit, I had a lot of misunderstandings about the Silvermane guards. They're fighting for survival here every day, just like Wildfire.
Okay.
The difference is we're making a stand for freedom, while they're just carrying out orders.
You understand her struggles?
Of course I do. I've understood them for a while now. But as far as I can tell, she doesn't need other people's understanding. She needs to understand her own heart. It's the same with Japard. I could tell it took a lot for him to lay down his arms.
Took an ass whooping.
Put ourselves in their shoes? Easier said than done. Everyone has their struggles. But how can we understand them if we can't even see each other?
All
I
right.
think I can already hear the storm on the other side of the city walls. Not a reassuring sound. I hope Serval's right. That supreme lunatic better not have harmed Bronya.
Yeah, I mean, that would be very upsetting.
You see? Brothers and sisters need to have a scrap once in a while to get back on good terms.
I don't think that's accurate.
Enough apologizing. My ears can't take any more. Honestly, this would have happened sooner or later. You just gave me an excuse to bring everything forward.
I mean, we could have just jumped your brother in your shop. That would have been a lot easier.
What's wrong with a bit of violent coexistence between siblings? Seems pretty normal to me.
That's not healthy.
I'm pulling your leg. Since I left the military, my brother and I have always steered clear of certain sensitive topics. Thinking about it, perhaps he's just been looking out for my feelings, shielding me all along. Knowing my temper, my brother almost certainly went to great lengths on many occasions for me. I should be thanking him.
Let the Stellaron hunt begin.
Let's do this. I may never have come face to face with it, but this Stellaron cost me a nice, stable job. It's time
What's
to
wrong
get
with
even.
your shop? Your shop is
Actually,
doing pretty good, and your
I have
band.
another selfish motive. I want to prove to Cocolia that I was right. Once we've taken care of the Stellaron, maybe she'll go back to how she was.
Maybe.
Sorry, hardly the time for me to be obsessing over all this. As I mentioned, if we want to progress further north, we're gonna have to cross that hell. Still, look at it this way. Just another arena to showcase our skills, right? Now, if you're ready to get on
do the
stage,
arena off screen.
let's push for that standing ovation.